And it's Wednesday, you know what that means. It's leg day, best day and the worst day. I love leg day. I mean, it's starting off with some pistol squats. Getting like starting the pistol squat is the hardest part of leg day because you know it's gonna hurt. You know it's gonna be tough, but you still gotta do it because that feeling at the end when you finish, nothing like it. So we'll start off with some pistol squats. I'm holding some 20 pounds of dumbbells for some added resistance. Pistol squats, I think, are really a good exercise to work on if you've done barbell squats more, which is what I've done in the past. A little bit more experience with that. It's just a different exercise. It's just requires more mobility, a little bit more stability, and it just stresses your body in a different way than a heavy barbell squat. So I would highly suggest you implement some single leg exercise in your leg workout and not just do heavy squats all the time. I think it helps with your mobility and your stability and your flexibility, which are also important, right? So in this case, I'll go. Since the weight isn't super heavy, it's not super intense, I'll go right into an easier progression, which is the assisted box or chair version with a resistance band as needed. Um, and then here I'll just do the same exercise for both sides. So for the left leg, we're just gonna go do the same pistol squats. Try and go all the way down, come up, and I mean, when you're doing a squat and you're doing maybe like 200-ish pounds, right? Using both legs. Here you're using one leg for your body weight, which is quite a bit heavier than you might think, right? So here your one leg is squatting is lifting about um, almost 200 pounds. So it's a little bit. It's one way to make it a little bit more difficult without a heavy barbell to help. So and then we do the same thing for the left leg. Just don't rest too much on this exercise. So don't fully extend at the top and pause for a second. Don't sit down fully and release that tension. Try to keep that tension just kind of your legs bent. Kind of what I'm doing here with the two bags of rice and the squats. You see, I'm doing kind of 1.5 reps. I'm not fully extending my legs at the top because I want to maintain that tension in the workout. So you're increasing the time of attention for your muscles, and that's gonna help it develop strength and grow over time. Whereas if you don't have heavier weights, or if you have heavy enough weights, then you can just kind of do the full rep. But you gotta do what you can with what you have, and using the two bags of rice is definitely something that helps increase the difficulty. So after that, we're just gonna do some jump squats. Just kind of finish off the leg workout and make sure to get that finished up. Just do as many as you can, and then from there, I'm gonna do this exercise here where you just kind of anchor your feet, and you lean forward and you push up just a little bit, and then kind of pull yourself back with the back of your legs, kind of your hamstrings. I definitely feel it here. You can definitely see my calves activating a little bit there too. So overall, I think it's a good exercise. It's a little bit different than what I usually do, and I definitely feel difficulty there. So I keep working on that. And then after that, we'll just go do some good old elevated leg glute raises, some bridges. Not sure what to call these, but you feel it in your rear leg as well, a little bit in your lower back, and it's a lower intensity exercise to follow up the squats with the bag to rice, which were a lot more difficult. And then from there, while we're here, well, I'm just gonna do some crunches real quick. not a super big fan of crunches, so I don't do it very often. Maybe once a week at the most. But just try to come up, bring your shoulder blades off the mat. If you need to take a break, take a quick break. I usually do this for about a minute. But you see me take a quick break here and then gonna go right back up. So just don't take too long of a break, and make sure you give yourself enough credit. Keep pushing yourself. And then here we're gonna do, we're done with leg day. So that's another leg day in the books. And we're just gonna finish up with our ab routine. We're just gonna do some ab pull downs, keeping the legs straight there, pulling with your abs, increasing, decreasing the bands as needed to adjust the difficulty. So that one was getting pretty hard, so just drop the lower resistance band and just keep going for a few more reps. So I don't really have a rep number that I'm trying to hit here. It just kind of depends on my fatigue level by the time I get to this point in the exercise. I'll just do as many as I can. Sometimes I'll drop a band, sometimes I'll move on to the next exercise, just like with the side lateral raises with the 50-pound bag of rice. So the pursuit of perfection can sometimes be a big roadblock for any progress at all. So if you can't hit 100% the workout every day, that's okay. Just do what you can, and it still adds up over time. And then we're just gonna finish off both sides, and then we're just gonna do the weighted leg raise here. We're gonna use a dumbbell. Make sure to keep your back flat. You can tuck your legs in as well to make it a little bit more easier, but you can add weight as well to make it a little bit more difficult. But I'm just going to do this for time, about a minute, and then try to go up a few seconds each day. And then after that, we're just going to wrap it up with some body weight exercises, just a body weight leg extension. I really don't have a pattern that I'm trying to hit or a number of reps. I just want to keep it up there for about a minute or so. So that's all about increasing the time under tension for our workouts. So extremely important for your core, which is primarily a stability and endurance based muscle group. But we're gonna wrap it up with some ab rotations on the floor here, just with doing some reach throughs. You kind of hit the static, you kind of hit the straight plank, the side plank, and a little bit of rotation as well, and you kind of get a little bit of shoulder work in. So overall, a great workout that hits a few different muscle groups. But that's the end of another workout. So subscribe if you haven't. Get daily reminders to keep your own fitness in mind. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.